All right, time to give JJ a call. Good God, JJ, are you sitting there in a completely dark room? I feel like I'm talking to Michael Myers. Hey, sorry, man. I've just got this standing desk now. It's really comfortable, so I get really caught up in what I'm doing on my computer. So how's it going? Things are pretty good. Haven't had to go to any kids' birthday parties this month. Hung out with my dad on Friday and argued about John Gruden for 2 hours. So, pretty solid week for me. How about you? Well, I was having a good week. Cut the grass yesterday, spent some time on the elliptical this morning before grabbing a sub at the grocery store. But I don't know if you saw, I sent out a tweet saying I thought Seattle drafting Rashad Penny in the first round was suboptimal, and Seahawks Twitter completely lit up my mentions. I mean, people were perfect dark is better than GoldenEye levels of mad. Like, did you see that offensive line last year? And you're going to invest a first-round pick on one of the most replaceable positions in football so you can pound the rock, even though we know that passing is far more efficient than running the ball? Denny, this one dude straight up lost his mind about how the running game would allow the defense to rest and get back to their Super Bowl level of play. Like, does this dude understand that this is not the same defense? Does he realize they were nowhere near elite last year and they just lost Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, and potentially Earl Thomas? And on top of that, we have studies that show no correlation between running the ball and defensive performance. JJ, look. Here's what you gotta do. It's simple. All you gotta do is start shooting off some red-hot communist takes and everything will sort itself out. I go on Twitter and talk about the redistribution of wealth and the revolution of the proletariat, and just like that, all the sticks to sports, running backs matter truthers, heads explode. Clears the haters and the losers right out of my followers. And look at me. I'm owning the libs left and right. I guilt-tripped my neighbor into buying 2 Rise and Grind calendars yesterday, and today is actually my Wednesday. Denny, didn't you go on a 17-tweet rant this morning about how people claiming to like IPAs are proof that the simulation needs to be reset? Yeah, okay, that might have happened. Denny, your most recent tweet was, "My wife left me. I'm going to crush Miller Lite and processed meat in the Arby's bathroom so the pain of severe heartburn can make me feel alive, however briefly." JJ, nothing matters. Tweet about communism. Pick Alex Smith in a GPP, eat at Arby's. But enough about all that. What are we covering on the pod today? I figured I would talk a little bit about some quarterbacks I think are due for regression, highlight some late-round receivers I like in best ball, probably try and force in some analogy between fantasy football and Mario Kart, and maybe point out some defenses to stream week 1. You have anything you want to talk about? Well, I thought the folks are probably hungry for some kicker takes, so I'll talk about some kickers I like this year. And then for about 20 or 30 minutes, I'll probably talk about how I think Jared Cook could be a solid late-round target, especially if Martavis ends up missing time. Cool. So, the usual. Yeah, pretty much.
Fantasy football podcast called Living the Stream comes to you each week. Streaming recommendations during